you doing? So, not a stealth camp this time, it's just a I'm on a paid for campsite. I'm up near Baslow, been here before loads and loads of times. So my intentions of being here is to stay here tonight. I'm not going to do much filming up here because people have already seen what it's like up here. If you want to know what the campsite is like where I am, I'll leave some links in the bar. You can go check out the previous videos where I've been up here. But the plan of action is, as you can see, that's the Nightcat tent in the background. It's going to be my base of operations for the next 2 days. So I'm camping out here for 2 days, stopping here tonight. I'm going to go down to Bakewell tomorrow, and I'm going to go and check out that entrance to that railway tunnel. And I just want to see if what the people at Haddon Hall were saying is true, whether it's covered by CCTV. It is a public footpath going down to it, so if I'm on the public footpath, then they can't stop me going down there and just, you know, taking some footage of the entrance to the railway tunnel. I'm not going to go in because I've already been told if I go in there I'll be trespassing, so I'm going to abide by their rules. But I'm also going to check out to make sure what they were saying is factual and not just lying, so people don't go down there and have to take their paid for tours, because that's what I suspect they're doing. I think they're discouraging people from going down there because they want people to pay to be taken on a tour to go around that area. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Anyway, in a bit I'll show you around the camp in a bit, and yeah, I just want to get the tent sorted out, get my sleeping bag and everything in there, and I'll bring you back in a bit. So I'm not one for like doing tent tours and stuff like that, because, you know, it's all about the adventure for me. But I thought I'd show my kit off, since it's not a stealth camp, it's just a wild camp. I'll show you where we are at the minute. We're in here. It's gorgeous now. It was forecasting thunderstorms earlier. Big black clouds went over. They've just gone over that way now. They're over there. But yeah, and over there, as you can see. But it's gave it to get maybe windy tonight and a few thunderstorms in the area, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, back to the kit. So tonight for tea, if they're defrosted in time, we've got some I don't normally do this, I don't normally do the cooking bit, but we're chilling out. I've got some pork belly slices for tea. That's if they're defrosted. They're still frozen solid at the minute. I'm going to take these out and, you know, defrost them. If they're not defrosted, then we've got the backup plan, which is the good old trusty Sorber Big. This is a classic. What it actually is, it just says classic. Okay, this is just Big Sorber Classic. So we've got one of those just in case. We've got snacks, we've got Yorkies and all kinds of stuff in there. So sleeping bag wise, that is just the British Army jungle bag on the you know, I keep forgetting what the name of this sorry about this, guys. It is, I'll show you in a minute. It is the Trekology Aloft UL80. That's the sleeping pad that I'm using tonight. Not that anybody's actually interested in that. But yeah, that's the Nightcat up and running. I love this tent. Not so great for when you're going on a hiking trail, probably doing, you know, an overnight stealth camp, because this thing lights up like a UFO. I'll show you later if I can, but yeah, these things on here, very reflective, and if you shine a torch on it, it just looks like a UFO sat on the ground. So I've got the solar panel on the top going. Show you that. It looks pretty good because it's as you can see, it's lit up. It's already going for it. So that's for charging my phone up later. Put it on there like that. That's it. That's for charging my phone up and stuff. If it does start to rain, then I've got the OEX Bush Pro tarp that I'm going to put up on the fence at the back there and put up a little shelter so I can do some cooking. But apart from that, that's everything. Oh, I've got the little Trekology folding chair as well that I always bring with me. Hiking poles, and that's it. That's basically it. sometimes these things are a real pain in the arse to connect up. Don't want to connect up sometimes. There we are. Get the old noodles on. I'm starving now. Didn't have any breakfast or anything. Just came straight out. Get that in there. Can I get these on around here? These can be real pains to do. There we go. That'll do. That'll do me, donkey. That'll do me. So this is the fire maple rip-off of the jet boil boiling thing, whatever it is. Beauty about this site is don't have to worry about water. Can always go and get some more if I need it. Because it's a paid for site. Just round it, just to protect it a little bit. Pocket, take that away as rubbish. Right, let's get this poured in. It's red hot. Lovely jubbly. These, it doesn't matter how much water you put in them because you tip the water out because it's just left with noodles. This is what I like about them. I don't like pot noodles where you get that horrible soupy sludge in the bottom. This, you just put the water in, close up the lid, and you can see those little holes there. Once it's like boiled, the pasta or the noodles, you just tip it out and you're good to go, and you just put your flavour in afterwards. I do prefer these to pot noodles. I'm not really a big fan of pot noodles. I know, shock horror, a camper not in fond of pot noodles. Far superior. So once you've got your noodles like that, they're nicely softened in there. Awesome. Give them a bit of a stir. Put the lid back on and then tip it. Be careful of these two at the top because they're for air holes. Sometimes the boiling water can come out there and burn your thumb, so just be wary of that. And then you just do this, you just tip it up and out comes the water. Pour it out and you're just left with boiled noodles. Pour your flavour in and you're good to go. So try not to burn my legs as it wind blows it towards me. Make sure you get most of the water out. Leave a bit of water in. There you go. Like that. Get your flavour. Pour in the flavour. It's going absolutely everywhere. Oh, that's nice. It's nice on its own, that flavour. Put that on the rock. I am going to take that away later, don't worry. And then you just stir it in. A lot better than pot noodles. Like, I know some people like that soupy stuff at the bottom. I'm just not a fan. Not a fan of it. I think this is like cabbage and noodles, this. This is going to be awesome. There you go. And it's all like... I'm not going to show you me eating it because nobody wants to watch anybody eating, but I'm going to enjoy these and I'll bring you back in a bit. So the wind's starting to pick up, and I don't know if you can see it over there. See if you can see it. Yeah, you can turn this way a little bit. There's some rather large clouds coming in, so I'm going to guide out the tent to make it a bit more secure, I think. Decided to get the pork belly on just in case it starts to rain tonight. Then what I can do later is I can just eat it cold instead of having to worry about cooking it. So I've had to improvise a bit with the cooking. My pan wouldn't fit on the stove, so I've had to put some tent pegs down there with my trekking poles to hold the pan in place while I'm cooking. This is what it's all about though. It's all about improvisation, overcoming your problems and just, you know, dealing with it. I think we can safely say those are done now. They look amazing. Nice pork crackling on the edges, cooked in the middle. I've just had one. It was amazing. I don't know what it is about cooking outdoors, but everything you cook just tastes so much better when it's done out in the open. Even better on a campfire, but without being able to have a campfire on here, this'll do. Right, so as you can see, the sun is going down. It is 10 to 8 at night. Final bit of the sun just going down over the horizon in a bit. Makes the place look magical though when it's like this. There's my 3 little friends down there. My 3 little sheep. They're down there. It just lights everything up, it's just amazing. Look at that. This is what we do it for. Views like this. The solitude, sometimes it's just being out in your own, being with your own thoughts. But yeah, it's amazing. I love it. The sun's going down. The midges are out in force, starting to bite like hell. I've been keeping them at bay with some of this stuff, with that, what is it, Smidge. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way, I'm just showing you what I use. Smidge. Yeah. It definitely keeps them away, but I'm getting in the tent in a minute because I'm getting sick and tired of them. They're biting like hell. And the last thing I want to do is to get bitten to death before I've got my hike tomorrow. So, yeah, I might call it a night in a minute, guys. And I shall see you all in the morning for day 2 of the camping trip. See you in the morning. So it's show it. Just woke up. It is 4:51 in the morning, if you can see that. Just woken up. I don't know what it is about camping, but I always seem to wake up early in the morning. I'm gonna try and get back and get some sleep. Got loads of sheep around and cows and stuff. I'll bring you back in a bit when I'm a bit more awake. Just getting a hot chocolate on.
It's hot. It's very hot. Good old hot chocolate. Can't beat it in the morning. See. Hot chocolate and a Yorkie. So we'll come and take a look down here. This is the place a few months ago where I was looking to cross, because I was getting washed out. It was like a failed wild camp that I was doing up at Eagle Rock on Baslow Edge, and I came down here to see if I could get across the river to do a wild camp. So I'm just being careful because of these steps. They're not very good, they're very, very slippy, so just pay attention. Looks like they've rebuilt the bridge, but at the time when I came down here, this bridge had been completely washed away by floodwater. So, and that's the reason I had to abandon the camp. Looks like they've only just started rebuilding it by the looks of things as well. Yeah, it was like a temporary bridge. All this was washed away. You can see the remnants of the old bridge on that side there. That's where the old bridge used to be. Yeah. At least they've rebuilt it anyway. Yeah. It's like they've reinforced it with boulders this time as well, so it can't get washed away. There's the old bridge down there, you can just see it down there. That's the old bridge, that's where it went. You can see that. There's the old bridge. We'll go and have a look at it. Yeah, so you can see where they've been rebuilding the bridge. There's the wood for it, the new wood. And that's the new one. Around here we can see the old one. You know, there's more remnants of the old bridge here. It's like they pulled it out of the water. All this had just washed away. You can still see the old bridge in the water. There. Get down to it. Yeah, that's the old bridge there. So you can imagine the force of the water coming down there, just washed that bridge completely away. And this is why I couldn't cross. The water was so high here. I just thought, yeah, I'm giving up, and that's why I got on the bus and went home. Well, there have been some developments. The plan of action today was to go to Bakewell and go and explore the railway tunnel that myself and Sog were going to go and explore, that we was told was private property by the staff at Haddon Hall.
Now, unfortunately, that's not going to happen today. I've just been down. I inquired about, talking to a local, about bus times to Bakewell from here. And apparently, it used to be on the hour, but now it's a reduced service and it's every 2 hours. And it's hit and miss whether the bus will even turn up or not. So rather than packing up, going down there and waiting for a bus that might never come, you know, it's like, I think it's time to pack up and go home. I'll leave some links. I've been in this area before. I've camped around it. I don't really want to like be videoing this area again because I've already done it. The idea was to camp out here and then go to Bakewell, but that plan has been, you know, knocked on the head now. I think what will have to happen is I'll have to catch the bus directly from Chesterfield, so I know it's going to turn up, and then go directly to Bakewell from Chesterfield and do it that way. I think that's the only way I can do it. So yeah, sorry about that, guys, but it is what it is. It happens. Plans change. I could walk it, but I've got a knee injury that I picked up from Pendle Hill. I was coming down there, and those steps I twisted my knee a bit. It is playing up, and I really do need to get some painkillers for it as well because it is hurting. I could stop and hike over to Baslow and go and get some resupply and stuff like that, but I just don't want to risk it. I don't want to like risk injuring my knee further and then find out I'm stuck in Baslow and I can't get back up here to the campsite either. So yeah, I think it's time, for safety's sake, is just to pack up and go back home. So yeah, sorry about that, guys, but I'll bring you back when I'm packing up. Right, another adventure comes to a close. This is Dark Night Camping. Sign off. See you in the next adventure.